Today I'm going to be doing a DIY smoking cauldron. It's going to have coals at the bottom, and then it'll have lights inside, of course, and smoke. Go step by step with this, so enjoy. Okay, so far we've taken a large 18-inch cauldron. It's one of the larger ones on the market. We drilled a hole in there for the lights and taped it up. Same with the fog tube. Then we drilled a hole in the bottom for the light, which is going to be this green fire and ice light. And the hole in the bottom is so that we can stake it into the ground when it's sitting on the ground. So that's the first step. Okay guys, so we have our cauldron here. Got our ring of lights around it. I'll show you that in just a second. If you're going to be working with great stuff like we are, that's how we're going to make our coals around the cauldron. If you're ever going to be working with great stuff, this here, a haunter's best friend, or at least one of them, one of the things a haunter should not ever live without. If you're going to work with it, always make sure you have your safety goggles, in my case, my free Oakley sunglasses that I found on the grass, and gloves. Also, as a PSA, public service announcement, in case you're unaware, make sure, this is very important, make sure that when you're working with great stuff, that you're wearing clothes, because you would hate, I promise you, you would hate to get great stuff on your dick. Okay, so with great stuff, for starters, you got to shake it for minimum of 30 seconds. I've been shaking it for quite a while now, so I'm going to go ahead and stop. What we've done here is we've arranged a circle of lights that are just its old Christmas lights. It was the chasing lights, the ones that will move like this, like it blue, green, red, blue, green, red, blue, green, red, that. And we replaced all the blues and the greens with more reds, oranges, and candy corn lights, because we had a string of those. And we've arranged them in a circle. And once the great stuff has set and hardened, you will be able to see the lights through there. So then we'll lightly paint red and black spray paint on there, just so it doesn't look like straight up yellow foam. And this is not going to stay like this. This is here just so that it's out of the way when the gray stuff is setting. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Oh, also we put some copper craft wire or jewelry wire, whatever you want to call it, around a few points in the ring just to keep it from moving. And you always want to do this on a surface that you don't care to ever have again, because it's going to ruin it. You don't want to do this on concrete because it's not going to come off. Fun times. One thing about this stuff is it's kind of unpredictable. You never know exactly where it's going to go. It might shoot off this way, it might shoot off this way, you might get a great big glob here, it might just shoot off towards you. So I would advise also wearing clothes that you don't care if you ever wear again. Okay, so this is it before the great stuff has set and hardened. It took less than 5 minutes to do this, and it successfully used the entire can. One thing about this stuff is once you've started using it, you're going to use it either till you finish the can, or you're never going to use it again because it will harden in the tube anyways. And if you're wondering about these lights here, they don't work. They've all been either had the tips broken off or have been broken. They're just going out to the little control panel with the different speeds and settings. They'll be in the back with the quartz, so they won't be seen by anybody. So yeah, once this is hardened, and which will probably be tomorrow after I get off work, I will paint it, and then we will check it out. Maybe tonight, possibly. Once it's hardened a little bit, I'll bring a cord out here and plug it in and show what it looks like before it's been painted. But maybe not, we'll see. Okay, so it has set, and there's a few cracks I need to fill in where you can see the lights, but you can see that the light does shine through. So I like the effect. Some of it is a little faster than I would like, but that's just how this set of lights is. But yeah, this is it before it's been painted, and we'll do one again after it's been painted, and I think it's going to look awesome. Okay, so just for the sake of seeing what it looks like in the dark, here it is. Really, really like it. Not a big fan of this fast flashing light, but it's what the Strand does. It alternates through these. But yeah, I really, really, really like the way this turned out. Hope you guys like it too. Okay, so here's the finished product. Foam's been spray painted, but not too heavily as to block out the lighting. And in just a second, I will take this in the garage where it's dark and plug it in, and you can see how awesome it looks. Here it is in the dark. As you can see, it does look more like coals now. Yeah, I think it looks a lot better. And then tonight, I will be adding the fog machine and the other light inside of it. So you see, you will see it in all of its wonder. So I hope you'll enjoy it. Alright, so here's the cauldron. Got the fire and ice light in there. And in a couple minutes, hopefully less, the fog machine will be warmed up and we'll get to see this thing 100% in action and ready to go. Alright, and here we go. Very, very, very cool effect. Okay, so after going through the 12 different settings of the lights, checking them out, we actually decided on this one. Looks better in person than it does on here. As with anything, especially when you're recording with a camera that doesn't record that well at night like this one. Okay, so we are done. It's been tested. This is the lighting setting we're going to go with on for the coals. It's a little slower than I like, but I think it works the best. And then we've placed some creepy cloth, as you can see in this insert. And it helps to diffuse the smoke so that you're not just blowing smoke out your cauldron. And this is what it's going to look like. Okay, so to give you an idea of how much this creepy cloth diffuses and conserves your fog, this is with the fog machine on. It should be pouring out right now in massive amounts, but instead it's just slowly billowing out. Okay, it's off, and it will continue to come out for 2 or 3 minutes like this. Now let me take the creepy cloth off and you'll just see how much it comes out without it on there. Just flies out and it's gone in no time. So you should cover it up with something. You can do creepy cloth. It costs you like $1. You throw it on there, you're good to go. You could use Plexiglass, which it's harder to cut, it's more likely to break, and it's more expensive. But hey, you can do it however you want. Anyways, the whole project all together, with all the ingredients that we used, the fog machine, the fire and ice light, the cauldron, great stuff, lights, everything, less than $100. If you already have all this stuff laying around your house, then it's essentially a free project. So anyways, that completes this FYI. If you liked the video, please kick that like button in the dick like a chick.